There's no such thing as a cure-all medicine in this world. But what if there were a type of food responsible for almost every illness? Imagine that for a moment. It's not something we like to think about, but it's worth asking. Could the foods we eat every day be quietly wreaking havoc on our health? Let's explore this together. Kidney failure, diabetes, cancer, heart disease, these aren't just words, they're life-altering conditions that seem to touch everyone, directly or indirectly. It might sound dramatic, but the truth is, these diseases are often linked to the very foods we consume on a daily basis. Would you believe that your favorite meals could be the silent contributors to these illnesses? That the things you eat might be setting the stage for kidney failure or fueling the fires of cancer and heart disease? If you think about it, there's one thing that connects these conditions: a hidden culprit called inflammation. Inflammation isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's a crucial part of our immune system. It's how our bodies fight off harmful bacteria, viruses, and injuries. Imagine it as an army of immune cells springing into action, protecting us from harm. Thousands of years ago, this response was vital for survival. If someone was bitten by an animal or scratched by plants while hunting, inflammation would cause the area to swell or form pus as the immune system worked to destroy harmful bacteria. Without this process, our ancestors wouldn't have survived. Infections could quickly spread, leading to sepsis and death. But here's the problem: when inflammation goes unchecked, it becomes destructive. Chronic inflammation, the kind that lingers far longer than it should, can wreak havoc on our bodies. On the surface, it might result in rough skin or scarring. But deep inside, it can fuel the development of life-threatening diseases. Science has made it clear chronic inflammation is at the heart of conditions like cancer, diabetes, and kidney failure. It doesn't just stay in one place, it spreads throughout the body, causing widespread damage and disrupting normal functions. The very inflammation that once kept us alive can, ironically, turn against us and become a slow, silent destroyer. So, what's causing this chronic inflammation? Could it be the foods we eat without a second thought? It's time to uncover the truth about what's really on our plates and how it impacts our bodies. Because understanding the root of the problem is the first step toward taking control of your health. Inflammation, the silent destroyer of our bodies. Inflammation is a major factor wreaking havoc on our bodies. To truly understand its impact, we need to look at its root causes and how it spirals into a range of serious health issues. Oxidative stress, a partner in crime. One key culprit in chronic inflammation is oxidative stress, caused by reactive oxygen species, ROS, infiltrating our cells. This process generates free radicals, which are unstable molecules that harm cellular and tissue functions. Free radicals are everywhere in our bodies, and their damaging effects are significant. They impair vital processes, weaken cellular genes, and can even cause mutations, leading to conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Oxidative stress doesn't just contribute to these illnesses, it accelerates them. It's a silent force that disrupts normal cellular function and paves the way for chronic diseases. Recent studies continue to highlight its role in worsening these conditions, showing how closely it's tied to inflammation. How inflammation spreads damage. Think of inflammation as a well-orchestrated crime. It doesn't work alone. Like an army of accomplices, inflammatory agents like cytokines spread destruction far and wide. Take acne, for example. It's not just the blemish itself that causes discomfort. The surrounding skin turns red, swollen, and hot as inflammatory agents travel through the bloodstream, worsening the condition. Similarly, these destructive agents invade tissues and organs, breaking them down and reducing their function. Chronic inflammation doesn't stay confined to one area. It can spread throughout the body, targeting organs like the pancreas, where it leads to diabetes, or the kidneys, where it causes chronic kidney disease. Over time, chronic inflammation results in scarring of the organs, a process known as fibrosis. In the kidneys, this scarring slowly progresses, ultimately leading to chronic kidney failure. The long-term effects of chronic inflammation weakens the immune system, making the body more vulnerable over time. At first, your body works tirelessly to fight this ongoing stress. But when inflammation persists without resolution, your immune system begins to adapt to the damage, ultimately compromising its ability to function. This weakened immunity creates the perfect environment for other conditions, like cancer and autoimmune diseases, to thrive unnoticed. What's even more alarming is that inflammation can alter our genes. While our genetic code is inherited, the way our genes are expressed, turned on or off, is influenced by environmental factors. Chronic inflammation disrupts this delicate process, leading to changes known as epigenetic modifications. These changes can have lasting effects on the body, either improving or damaging its functions. When inflammation is left unchecked, it disrupts gene expression, hinders the body's ability to adapt, and accelerates aging and disease progression. The role of diet in chronic inflammation. So, what's triggering this destructive cycle? In many cases, the answer lies in the food we eat. Certain foods are notorious for fueling inflammation. These include sugar and syrups. These spike blood sugar levels, directly contributing to diabetes, a chronic inflammatory condition. Fried foods, rich in harmful compounds like advanced glycation end products, AGEs. Fried foods damage the gut microbiome and increase inflammation. Refined carbohydrates, found in white rice, bread, and other processed foods. These rapidly elevate blood sugar, amplifying inflammatory responses. Alcohol, excessive drinking causes systemic inflammation, accelerates aging, and weakens the immune system. Processed and grilled meats, high in saturated fats and harmful chemicals. These foods are linked to chronic illnesses like diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Fighting inflammation with smarter food choices. The good news? You can take control by making healthier choices. Reducing inflammatory foods in your diet and opting for alternatives can significantly improve your health. Replace sugary snacks with natural sweeteners or whole fruits. Swap fried foods for steamed or baked options. Choose whole grains like brown rice or quinoa over refined carbohydrates. Limit alcohol consumption to moderate levels. Marinate meats with lemon or vinegar to reduce harmful compounds during cooking. By being mindful of what we eat, we can reduce chronic inflammation, protect our organs, and strengthen our immunity. Let's start making smarter choices today for a healthier, longer life.